Here we are on the range at People's Golf Club today, and what we will discuss is another concept of the golf swing, which is swing path and swing plane. So many people get enamoured with the definition of this, so they don't understand the full concept of this. This is when a few errors occur. So the first thing we want to talk about is the angle or your posture at address. So your posture at address dictates the shape of the swing and your swing path, and also we're going to pay close attention to the left arm on the backswing and how it rotates around the body in relation to your shoulder turn. So that's two things we're going to focus on. But first of all, what we're going to focus on is two different types of postures. One of them's been bent too much over in the address position, so everything's hunched over, and the second one we'll talk about is when people stand too tall. So the first one we want to talk about is, so the shape, the posture that you possess at address influences the shape of your swing. So let's say that we're from this angle that we've got a hunch in our back, so from down the line we've got quite a lot of knee bend, we've got a hunch in our back and we lean over quite a lot from our hips. What that'll do is that'll promote a more steeper angle of attack. So what will happen on the backswing, when your shoulders point towards the ground, you have no shoulder rotation, or you have a limited shoulder rotation. So to compensate for that, what you have to do is lift your arms. So normally my left arm should be in contact with my chest, but what happens is your arms lift up on the backswing in order to get the swing on plane, because there's no room to turn there. So what we do is we lift our arms up. From this position, the club comes off our chest, so it becomes disconnected, and as we come on the downswing, our swing path is steep and it's going to be out to in, and you could easily make contact behind the golf ball and you'll lose distance. So that's one of the errors we're going to talk about. Mostly a lot of players that are the older generation, that they have their chin tucked into their chest, which is too much, and so they're tilted too much forward from their lower back, which is called anterior tilt, or you've got when you tilt too much on the back, and that's called posterior tilt. So that's the first one we'll talk about. The second one is when people stand too tall to the golf ball, so they've got quite an erect posture, and what happens is they've got quite a flat shoulder plane, so as they take club back, their left arm is almost glued to their chest, and their left arm is quite low, so what that promotes is quite a shallow angle of attack, quite a flat swing plane. So as you come back into impact, you have a shallow angle attack, so you make contact, you don't take a divot, and you could lose distance. Depends if you chunk it, you could top it from that on it anyway. So what we need to get into a habit of addressing is how we go about basically how our posture at address, how that influences the golf swing. So that's the fault. So there's two faults there. That's an upright swing plane and a flat swing plane. So the first sort of fix. This is the fix for it. So what we need to do is we need to stand tall, and from this position we have a slight bend. So what we need to do is tilt the club, pop our knees and drop the club. So from this position, that'll set us in a correct athletic position. So our spine angle dictates the way we swing the club and also our swing path. So if we are in an athletic position, or we're not in such an athletic, so we're in a rigid position, our spine angle will dictate the way we rotate. So if we're quite tilted over, it's quite hard to rotate, so that's when you lift your arms. If we're tall, then we've got quite a flat swing plane. So the first thing you need to address, if you're struggling with such steep, shallow, anyway, you need to check your posture before you check an in-swing fault, because that might relate to your errors. So the first, what we're going to talk about is when your arm swing and your back swing are related until a certain point. So if we take the left, so up until the back swing. So let's say we take a good back swing, our left arm should be slightly higher on plane. So what this will allow for our arms and shoulders to have a free passage on the downswing, so we can get back into the golf ball correctly, and we can basically have the correct angle of attack and swing path into the golf ball. What we need to do first of all is we need to loosen our grip and feel like the club falls down. So as you get to the top of the club, use gravity, the club falls down into the slot. So I'll hit a shot, so I gripped that quite lightly there, and I felt like the club was being pulled down naturally. Another thing, so we've talked about two different swing plane faults. So what you need to do is, when you take the club back, this is a good reference point to use. So many players who swing it steep, they lift their arms up, they cast it early, or they come over the top. So what you need to do is, another thing, that they come inside, and players who hook the ball too much or they block it out to the right, it's because they don't actually release the right side. So what you need to do is pay close attention to the right shoulder. So what you need to do is swing club back and make sure that the club touches your right shoulder. I don't feel like I've got the flexibility for that movement because I'm used to swinging it the other way, from a little bit out to in. So I'm going to focus on my left arm's in contact with my chest, and from this position the club is touching my right shoulder. So from this angle, so there, then touch my right shoulder, so that's a quick video into what's the correct swing plane, so right and so that's basically everything today. So what you need to focus on is that drill, getting the left arm in contact with the chest, stand tall, and get this club over our right shoulder. So I'll hit one more shot. Don't know if it'll be good or not, but hopefully. Something that I'm not used to, that swing path being quite flat. So that's a quick video. It's not a quick video, it's 7 minutes. So take that into consideration when you're analysing swing path, and let me know your thoughts on the video, and that's basically it.